Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see me. And just pop the chat over into the Hangout here. Of course, it doesn't want to cooperate today. I'm doing this by myself, as you can see. Let's see. Why is this not doing this? Okay, here we go. Pop the chat over. Pop out chat. That's good to go. Jackie, Sarah, and Kathleen, can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to do a few things today. As you can see, Anita is not here. Anita had family commitments. So therefore, you get me. And you get me with a hat because I explain to people I wear a hat for a tool, basically. When I'm out in the sun to protect my forehead or from getting burnt, so to speak. And then also when I'm get a bad haircut or I'm trying to keep my head warm. So today was one of those days where I had a bad haircut the other day, so that's why I'm wearing a hat. So like I said, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes to make sure everybody can filter in here, and then we'll go live. Well, we are live, but we'll start the show, I should say. Okay, let's see. We have, I guess, about 15 viewers. That's good. So I guess we can start. Again, I like to tell everyone it's just me today. Anita had family commitments. We had a special guest scheduled, but due to the holidays and everything, yeah, I know women had bad hair. Well, that's what happened, Kathleen. When you want to get your hair cut, and you, long story short is, I don't want to spend $35 for a haircut, so I'm kind of frugal. Like that's why I'm a thrifter, I guess. So I go to a local beauty school, quote unquote. I don't know how much of a beauty I am, but I go to the beauty school. So I get a razor cut, and then they usually trim up my. This is technically not a goatee; it's a Van Dyke, which I didn't know for like 10 years. I thought I was wearing a goatee, but it's technically called a Van Dyke. So I went there, and then I called them the other day. Hey, Mike, and they said that they didn't have any appointments, and then Tuesday was going to be super busy, and if I came in, I probably wouldn't get cut anyway. So my infinite wisdom, I decided to cut my hair myself with my clippers, and I did a pretty bad job. So that's why I'm wearing the hat. So anyway, I'm having a bad hair day. So like I said, 15 people are in here. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit of value. Again, Anita will not be here. She had a commitment. Her sister came in early for Thanksgiving. So, and our guest, because of the holidays and everything, it kind of fell through. So I told Anita that I'm committed to having a show every single Wednesday. I told you guys before, the only thing that's permanent is change. So I try to live by that. I really need to get my eBay up and going like that and just say, look, you have bad days, you have good days, but just keep plugging along. So I told Anita that, the show must go on. So here I am. So I try to provide you guys some value, and we'll do a little chit and chat. I have some show and tell. I'm going to show you some of the auctions I won. I won a handbag from Sandi Lowe's Jewelry, and I have a couple pieces that I won from Sandi. And I'm going to show you guys one of the pieces, custom pieces. I haven't even opened it up yet. That was my plan, to eventually do a live show and open it up, but I figured no time like the present. So first of all, I want to give you guys a little bit of information and things that work with your business. So a little hook so you stay to the end. It won't be quite an hour today. I'm assuming it'll be 35 to 40 minutes because, again, I don't have Anita. Anita and I just kind of chit chat, and when we have guests, it's easier to do a full show for an hour. So we'll play it by ear and see how many people have questions. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I found useful. One of them is bear with me, I got to pick up my iPad. Want my iPad because it's kind of wordy. The verbiage on this site is kind of wordy, but it's actually a blog that was done a couple years ago. But I find some of the information is very useful. So we'll go to that, and I'll pull it up on my screen share for you guys so you can see it. And then we'll go through that. And what it is the 10 most common questions and how to address them. Again, this is for eBay. So I'm going to do a screen share, and we're going to pull that up for you guys. So bear with me here. Screen share, yes. Okay, we're going to minimize, and then we're going to open this, and you guys should be seeing this. Let me just go to the other page and see if it's showing on the chat. Okay, you guys seeing this page? The 10 most common questions and how to address them. You guys can answer me in the chat. That'll be helpful. Again, I'm assuming that you can see this, but Kathleen, can you see this? The 10 most common questions and how to address them. Yes, good. Okay, because it's hard to tell when I have a co-host. You can say, yeah, I see it. So here we go. Again, I have it on my iPad, so you guys can see this. So I'll just move this over here. Okay, so these are, again, this is a blog that was written a couple of years ago, but what I do is I have a bookmark. I don't know if you can see up here. I have a reselling bookmark. So anything that I feel is valuable, because you guys are saying, oh, I need this, I'll probably be able to use this later, and you forget to use it. So I always bookmark everything. So what it is again, the 10 most common questions. The first question: a buyer sent me a message saying that even though the package shows it's delivered, they have not received it. How do I respond? What do I need to do? Well, according to eBay, your job as a seller is done at that point. An insurance claim cannot be filed on a delivered package. There's really nothing you can or need to do, but good customer service while protecting yourself can be done in two simple ways. Okay, so you need to call eBay and point to them to the buyer's message saying they did not receive the package, and eBay should open and close the case automatically when they see that you've uploaded tracking. If there's any issue, you just got to show eBay that you have uploaded tracking. That's the issue when you guys drop off packages at the post office without getting a scan. I don't have a lot of volume, and I think you guys know, because of my health issues, I'm just a part-time seller, so I have time. I can go to the post office and wait for a receipt. But again, if you upload tracking and it shows that it was delivered, your job is done. So you just basically send them a message. This is a very detailed message that the seller uses, but basically they'll say, I'm sorry that you didn't have any problems. Tracking was uploaded. I did my job. Would you please check with your family members? Maybe they grabbed it. Or if you check, with your neighbors, possibly it's delivered to the wrong address. If not, contact the post office and also eBay. And again, your job is done at that point. So eBay should just close the case in your favor. For whatever reason, they leave you negative feedback. You can go to eBay and say, hey, I contacted you. I uploaded tracking. I did my job. And eBay will remove that negative feedback. So again, that was the first one. The second one, a buyer, after purchasing, asked me to ship to an alternative address. Should I do this? Again, that's a judgment call. This person says in the blog says, answer what to do. It's up to you. But be aware that while eBay will cover you, as long as the request is done through eBay messaging, that PayPal will not. The item is something you can't afford to lose, and the buyer has great feedback, you can afford to lose, and the buyer has great feedback, you're probably fine. But if there's any question other than that, you send a message, say, thank you for contacting me. However, I am unable to ship to that address other than the one is in the PayPal confirm address. If you would like, you can change that address and I will ship that to your official PayPal address. If not, you're welcome to cancel the order. And again, you say, I want to be one to make you happy, but again, it's for my protection as well as the buyer and the seller protection. So there's a chance that the buyer will cancel the order, or they may not repurchase it. But if they're planning to rip you off, that should scare them away. Okay, number 3, again, this is a common question. This comes up a lot in the groups. Can I use a priority flat rate box for regular priority mail? If I cover up the words flat rate. Can I cut a flat rate box to fit the item and ship regular priority mail? The answer is yes, you can. As long as the box is used for priority mail, not parcel, not ground, not media mail, only priority. In other words, you can't use priority materials with the USPS when it's not priority. That's technically theft. You're stealing, USPS supplies if you're not shipping priority mail. But what you do is, if you modify or Frankenbox those things, you're shipping priority based on weight and distance as opposed to just a flat rate. So, it's based on the zip code and the actual weight of the package. So that was the third question. The fourth question, I sent a package that's not showing as received by the post office. but seems stuck and has not been delivered. It's been more than ample time to have arrived. What do I do? Answer, you go to www.usps.com, file a claim on that package. Again, the process is simple, and normally a claim will result in finding the package. If not, we'll force the package to be declared lost, and you can then collect an insurance claim without question. Unfortunately, if the package is not insured, now first-class mail is not insured unless you buy additional insurance. Priority mail, I believe, is up to $50 insurance automatically included with the price. You'll have to suffer the loss and not the buyer. After the inquiry is filed with the carrier, you send a message to the buyer. Thank you for bringing this attention to me. I'm so sorry, there's an issue. I will track this for you, and it seems to be misplaced. I've opened the case with the Postal Service, and I'm waiting their response. Again, it's a pretty detailed message that this buyer seller uses. What I'll do is I'll link this article in the description of the video at the end of this. I linked a bunch of addresses, YouTube addresses, but I did not link this as of yet. Okay. Number 5, I have a buyer who hasn't paid for an item. What do I need to do? That's why I like doing buy it nows. I do not like using taking offers or doing auctions, because then you can have that issue. What you need to do is you need to send the buyer an invoice with a courtesy note, just a reminder that the items remain unpaid. If no response, open a non-paying bidder report with eBay. The buyer pays, ship as normal. If they do not pay, keep an eye on the timing. You can close that case after 4 days, at which time you receive your fees back and will be able to relist the item. Note, you can set your eBay assistant to automatically follow these actions on your behalf so that you will manually have to track. Don't manually have to track. Now, I believe that's just on certain stores. I don't believe I can use that on a basic store. I think you need a premium or above store. Again, I have a basic store, so I don't think I can leave eBay assist. I know with feedback you can, but possibly you may be able to do that, but that's something I need to look into. I just usually file it, manually as opposed to doing it automatically. Number 6, the buyer opened a PayPal claim that an item was not received or that fraudulent, unauthorized purchase occurred on the credit card on that item. How do I respond? The answer is, what do you do? Immediately check the following. 1, you have tracking on the package and it shows it's delivered. Did the buyer leave you positive feedback that would prove that they received the item? Check your PayPal account to ensure that the customer was not charged twice. It's not a common problem, but it does happen. 4, check to make sure that the transaction was eligible for protection via the link. Item number 11. If these requirements were met, you were covered by PayPal against unauthorized charge claims. Respond to PayPal immediately with the tracking information on the package. There's a black hole apparently between day 120 and 180 when tracking is no longer available online to prove that the buyer received an item. Now, I was not aware of this until reading this article. If online tracking is not available, you can request it to be pulled from the archives from the post office in writing through their website or at your local branch. They are able to access archived information. Make sure to let them know that time is of the essence for the response. You send a message to the buyer, even if you think they're scamming. And again, here's the message, what I did. I'll link that later in the video description, but it's pretty detailed. But basically just tell them what you just did. And the last question is number 7. An item I sent was damaged in transit. What do I need to do? Do I file an insurance claim or does the buyer file it? That's what you have to do. You tell the buyer to open a return case. If they are scamming you, they will not want to go through eBay, and they may just be trying to see if you will refund them without a return. Often what buyers try to do too, if they're scamming you, they want a partial refund. You ask for photos of the damage so you can begin an insurance claim. At that time, you can decide whether you want the item returned or if the photos provide enough information and to satisfy you and the carrier as proof. Make sure to get the photos of the box, the packing materials, as well as damage to the item, and ask the buyer to hang on to or return everything for the claim. Okay, and this is, again, they give you the basic template. What this blogger does gives you the basic template of what to do. Okay, so that was the 7. So number 8, a buyer returned an item that is not in the same condition, is not the item I sent. Do I have to refund them? What do I do? Can I fight this? You do not refund them immediately. You contact eBay. They'll most likely tell you to contact the buyer to work it out. But now they have a record of your complaint. Again, they tell you this message is what they tell you to send. Again, the problem with eBay is they side with the buyer probably 90% of the time. So again, it tells you all the details of what to do. you know, sending pictures, you know, and you can kind of fake them a little bit and say including a security tag. The item comes back with a security tag. I'll be happy to refund you if it was returned in late condition. Again, but there's an issue, and again, this was written in 2016. As of 2018, you basically have to refund the full amount or nothing unless you offer free returns. Now, if you offer free returns, you can offer a partial refund. I do not offer free returns. So again, I would have to battle with eBay over this. So if you offer partial returns and free returns, I'm sorry, you can give a partial refund. Again, that's a gray area, but I don't want scammers involved. So I know a lot of people do that. They include free returns. Some returns on up to 60 days on clothing. I think that's just crazy. But again, that's your option. You know, you have to make that decision individually as a seller. Number 9, as long as I print the label within my handling time, I'm okay on my stated handling time, right? No, that is not right. You used to be able to get away with that and then ship the item the next day. Now, eBay requires that you not only print and upload tracking information, but the packing must show as received by the carrier within your stated handling time. Again, that's why when I drop off my packages, I physically wait in line to get a receipt. You don't have to do that, but you're kind of rolling the dice. So if they don't upload the tracking on time, you'll get a ding for not, you know, meeting your handling time. Okay, number 10. A buyer left me an unfair bad feedback without even contacting me with a problem. Can I get it removed? Again, the answer depends upon the circumstances. The buyer says you were slow to ship, but you have clear tracking receipt of the package showing you shipped via the method you chose, you can get it removed. The buyer was abusive or vulgar or threatening in their comments, you can get that removed. However, if the buyer says the item was in poor condition, it will depend on whether to claim what you can claim, what they said is true or not true. If they said my color is wrong, but you're saying the same shirt is in the listing, you may be able to get it removed. If they say it was more worn than expected, that's the opinion, and eBay probably will stand by the buyer. Again, I'll link these in the bottom of the description, but there's some good information in here. I'm going to stop sharing this. Actually, you know, I'm going to keep this up, and one other thing I want to show you guys. What I do is I use 30-day listings. I do buy it now. I do not use auctions. So what happens is a lot of times I will adjust my pricing when I'm going to run a sale. I raise the price and then I put something on sale like 20%. And the price gets adjusted, but eBay will not automatically catch a duplicate listing. So what there is there's something called a duplicate listing tool that I use. And I found 3 or 4 listings this morning that were duplicate listings that I was unaware that they were duplicate listings. So I'll show you guys what you have to do. Again, I will link this in the description of the video. Again, it's called Duplicate Listing Scanner for eBay items. Again, this is the web address, and I'll put that in the description below. But what you do is you have to type in the name of your store. Now, let's see. I did have it copied. Let's see if it's in. No, that's not it. Okay. So my store is Claire's Corner Collection. So you have to put in exactly how you have it in eBay. So mine is, I don't have the hyphen in there. It's just this with the underscores. Okay, so that's the name of my eBay store, Claire's Corner Collection. And then you have to select what platform you're selling on, what country. So mine is US. Now, I already know that I already deleted like 2 or 3 items, but I know there's some that are going to come up as duplicates. You'll see that here. Okay, so this found the 2 duplicates. Again, these are the same item, same identical item, but I had changed the price. See, what I had done is I had run a sale for $8.99. I raised the price, excuse me, for $8.99, and then ran a sale. And then when I wasn't running a sale, I just lowered the price to $6.99. I'm trying to liquidate. These are just the Levi signature jeans that are inexpensive. They don't sell. So both of these are duplicate listings. You can see the Levi signature size 8 is a duplicate. I have one at $6.99 and one $8.99. They were listed 2 days apart. It's the same item. So what you do is you go in and you delete one of those items, and then you'll be fine. Again, I have it again on another pair of Levi signatures jeans. These are size 10. Again, I had one at $8.99 and one at $6.99. So again, I will put this listing web address in my listing description after the show. So again, guys, periodically, please use this. You don't want to get dinged. We all have had that where we can't find an item, can't ship it, and it's a real pain, and you get a ding from eBay, and eventually, it hurts your account. Okay, so that's a duplicate listing. So let me get out of that and get back to where we were. And then we'll do that. And we will stop sharing. And it will close everything. And I got to go to, where are we at here? Okay, I just got to get my chat back up. That's the only problem when you do this. Okay. So again, that was the article I told you about, the blog post. And what I'll do is I'll post that in the description of the video. That duplicate listing tool is a lifesaver. You guys don't want to get dinged by not being able to fill your orders. And also what I wanted to do was I told you guys I would share a little bit with you. Let me just go through the chat to see if there's anything I may have missed while I was doing the screen sharing. Was there any important questions? Guys, thanks for joining here. I see Steven, I see Mike, I see David, I see Angie, I see Sarah and Jackie, I see Kathleen. Thanks, guys, for sharing on your the day before Thanksgiving. I really appreciate you all coming in. I don't see any questions. It looks like you guys were just kind of chatting back and forth. So I'll get to what I was going to do. I was going to show you guys some of my auction wins. So let me do that for you guys, and bear with me here. I'm going to grab a couple things. First of all, I'm going to do an easy one. This is from Cindy Loves Jewelry. I won this in one of her auctions. This is a Dooney and Bourke handbag. I forget exactly what I paid for it, but it was pretty reasonable. And Cindy did a really nice job of cleaning everything. She used leather cleaner on it, and it's in very, very good condition. So again, I don't know if I'm going to gift this or I'm going to sell this, but it's in sellable condition. The only issue, which she did disclose, it doesn't have the shoulder strap, and it doesn't have the little Dooney and Bourke has like a little hanger on the tag hanger. It does not have that, but it is a very nice bag. In fact, Anita has the exact same bag, but I think she bought that from Thelma, and she told me hers has the shoulder strap, but it is a very nice bag. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of the jewelry that I won from Sandy. Again, I've been waiting to show you guys. I haven't opened them myself, so we'll figure out which package is which, and we'll open them up on the camera here. Okay, so this I can see has some bubble wrap in it. Again, and this is from Sandy. And again, I put Sandy's links in the description below. I put Anita's links in the description below. And I also put Cindy's link in the description below. And I'll put those two devices, those two websites that I use, I'll put them in as well. So, okay, so we got this wrapped in bubble wrap. And it's taped. I'm going to untape it. Hopefully you guys will be excited. We'll get to see some of, I know one of the pieces is a custom piece that I bought from Sandy, and I forget what the other piece is. I don't know if it was just a regular auction piece or what that was. So we'll open it up and show you guys. Nice little purple box. Okay, this is the custom piece that she made. And I was talking to Anita about it. She remembered exactly what it was. I forgot what the color of the gemstone was, but of course Anita remembered. Coral bracelet, or it looks like. So this is what it is. Hopefully you guys can, I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to do this. That's not gonna work. Let me try black. I put black here, so. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's some matching on that. So that I won from one of Sandy's auctions. This is a custom made piece. Okay, so that was the one. And again, if you aren't subscribed to Sandy, she does auctions pretty much every Friday. I know most of you already know about that, but some of you don't. So again, she does auctions pretty much every Friday evening. I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern. I guess that would be like 7 Central. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 8 p.m. on Friday evenings. And again, the link is on the description below, so you can click on the link and then click on the notification bell, so you'll be notified when she goes live or produces videos. And she also has a Facebook group called Just Sandi's Signature Silver. Again, you guys can join that. I'm one of the mods in the group, so as soon as I see the people join, I just make sure that they're legitimate and I approve them. Okay, so that was one of them. Again, that was a beautiful piece, Sandi. Thank you very much. And we shall see what this one is. Let's see. Okay, another piece with Sandi. I don't even remember what this one was. I don't know if this is another auction I won. I'm sure it was auction I won, but I don't remember what the piece was. Again, nicely wrapped in bubble wrap, eBay. And we'll open that up. I know you have people like, again, I buy stuff and I forgot I even have it. I mean, I bought stuff from Dwayne's auction all the time, and I put it in my death pile in the basement to list it, and I forget. There's Sandi. Hi, Sandi. I don't know how long you've been in the chat. I was just showing your piece. I showed the signature piece. You made the little bracelet with the red stone in it. I just showed that, and it's another piece that I purchased from you. I don't even remember what this piece is. Very nice job packaging, by the way. Great bubble wrap and very well protected. Okay, these are some kind of pearl necklace and earrings. Again, I guess I got to figure out how to test these. And Sandi, I asked Sandi to give me a description, and she was very kind. Now, I remember she gave me a description of if I want to list things, how I would list these. And thank you, Sandi, for putting the description in there. Sterling silver Victoria. By the way, Sandi, you have excellent penmanship. I have terrible. Sterling silver Victoria Townsend double row diamond 10.1 gram hoop earrings, and the pearls appear to be South Sea pearls, 9.5 to 10.5 millimeter. So Sandi was very kind, and she put a little, I don't know how much you can see this with the glare, but she put a little description to help me list them. I'll show you guys, and I'll try to use that black folder, and hopefully you'll be able to see them. Oh, I don't want to show you that. All right. So these are the earrings. My big fingers. Hopefully you guys can see that. It looks like it's kind of showing you the diamonds. Okay, they were the earrings. And here's the pearl necklace. I want to get one of those display pieces. I've been talking to talking about getting another a display piece. So we'll see what happens. Anita and I have been discussing. I'm trying to get one that's kind of a longer one. Again, but these are the pearl necklaces. So again, I wanted to show you guys those two things. I will put that in the description later. Let me just pack everything up, and I'll see if there's any questions in the chat. Again, thank you guys for all joining me on Thanksgiving Eve. Again, if you guys are going out, I know tonight's a big party night for everyone. Please, please, please do not drink and drive. Get a Lyft, get an Uber, get a cab. Do not drink and drive. Okay, speaking for somebody who was in the industry who no longer drinks, so I think you understand. Do not drink and drive. Get an Uber, get a Lyft, get a cab. Enjoy yourself, but don't drink and drive. Okay, were there any questions in the chat? Hey, Pittsburgh Picks, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. We have trolls, Sandi. I have like 4 moderators in here. We should be good. Thanks for listening to him, and we're just to chat. We love you, Adam. Oh, thanks, Steven. Love you too, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on in the chat? Were there any questions I missed, guys? You don't know how on the tablet? Yeah, probably easier on the phone. Yeah, they were very nice pieces. Again, Sandi does excellent custom work. Again, if you're not subscribed, I have the link below in the description to both Sandi's channel, Anita's channel, and Cindy's channel. I'm going to put a link to both those websites, the duplicate listing website, and then the blog post. Again, that's from 2016, but that's stuff you guys, you always forget. One thing I want to do, I mean, it looks like we're only at a half an hour. Let me just show you guys real fast. I always forget how to do this. So let me just show you guys real fast. And again, it's Thanksgiving Eve, so we'll wrap it up. I just want to show you one other thing real fast. And I always forget how to do this. So we're going to do a screen share. We're going to go to eBay. And we're going to go to sell. And we're going to go to my eBay. Oh, look at this. There's a 15% coupon. I wasn't even realize that. So if you guys aren't aware of it, there's a 15% off coupon if you use your app on the phone. Save 15% on your purchase from eBay. If you want to buy lighting kits or something on eBay, you get 15% coupon. It expires at 8 p.m. Eastern time today. Okay. So let's see if we can figure out. I always forget how to get to this. You know what? I'll just do it the crazy way. We'll go to selling. I want this marketing. And you go to subscriber discounts. I always forget how to find this. This is where your eBay store coupon is for your supplies. Every single quarter, I forget how to find this. So what you do is, again, you go into marketing and then you find your subscriber discounts. Again, I don't want to show you guys my coupon because the code is a one-time code. So I have a basic store, so I get $25. Premium store gets $50, and I think the next level store up either gets $100 or $200 store credit. But again, that's where it's nested. So I just want to show you guys because I keep wanting to show you and I keep forgetting to do it. So I figured, well, it was a short show today, I would show you guys. So we'll go back to the stop sharing. We'll go back to this and we'll pop up the chat. Okay. What happened, David? We had a troll? Oh God. Well, it happens. I guess I made it when I only have 27 viewers and I have a troll. So again, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm thankful for all you guys being subscribers to my channel. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being there when I have questions. And that's what it's for. It's about, I mean, I learned that when I was in sales. It's about networking, making friends. Again, with our Facebook group, we're trying to put various resellers in that group. I have clothing sellers. I have jewelry sellers. I have hard goods sellers. I have, beginning to intermediate people, and I have some advanced sellers in that group. Again, I'm trying to grow it. Again, I'm pretty sure I did put the link in the description. So if anyone would like to join it, please, send a request and we'll add you right away. I mean, I've seen some people here. Tracy is in the group. Mike's in the group. Kathleen's in the group. David's in the group. So again, if you guys would like to be in a group, just send us a request, and Anita and I will approve it. Again, I'd like to thank you all. We're supposed to be on Anita's channel, but like I said, because of the holiday, she had some family commitments. Her sister came in early. We had a guest scheduled, so we will reschedule. And again, thanks everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Now get back to work. All right, I'm going to try to get back to work too. Thanks again, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Appreciate you coming by.